So over the holidays, I went back to Phoenix. I try to make it a habit to go visit some of the old stomping grounds I would go to just to see what's changed and maybe if there's anything interesting going on. One of the major locations is Roosevelt Row. This is sort of like the art district, or more just like a street of just these like breweries and just local boutiques. The reason it's so significant to me is that's kind of where I started to become more of the creative person that I am now. I actually used to work just somewhere around the corner, so there's a little personal significance with that destination. And so while I was there, I figured, let's do a photo walk. The day I did the photo walk was the day after Christmas. With Christmas falling on a Sunday, it was kind of a weird time. I mean, it just didn't feel like it was busy and some of the businesses just weren't operating. But nonetheless, as a street photographer, you just adapt to the situation. So with less activity going on, I decided to challenge myself to use only my rangefinder lenses or just anything with pure manual focus and aperture. Like usual, I took the A7C body with me, and as for lenses, I took my 40mm Voigtlander rangefinder lens. Now, one thing you'll notice about Arizona is that it's just naturally tan no matter what. There's some kind of aesthetic behind that Old West sepia look, but it's just a natural glow we have. Now, one of the fun things about downtown Phoenix is on the first Friday of every month, we have this thing called, well, First Fridays. All the major art venues within the valley, they open up and do like some special like free entry, or there's a lot of street musicians, street performers, street artists. It is a really fun thing to watch. And Roosevelt Row is really significant because that's sort of where First Fridays begins in downtown Phoenix. So like I said, this was a weird time going on to Roosevelt Road because there was not a lot of activity happening. So I had to readjust on what I wanted to take photos of and just kind of force myself to take photos in general, just make something look interesting. So obviously this street light with a car passing through, that was like one of the best things I could think of at the time. So this colorful house right here, that was actually my old building that we used to work out of. It was not that colorful. It was actually black and white, and we had some graffiti on it. I believe this building now became a bar. I have not been able to go because I think they open late at night. So maybe next time I'm in Phoenix, I'll go try to visit. The street is not very big. It's probably about 1 mile at most, but that's just one stretch of the district. There's actually more to the art district. If you go south of that street, there's actually some hidden bars, and also Arizona State has its own remote campus in downtown Phoenix. So all this development is really influenced by the downtown university. Now, even though it was a light shoot day, I still walked away satisfied. I took photos and I got to take a walk down memory lane. And in the end, what did I learn as a photographer? Well, it was just to adapt to the situation, and instead of just going there to take photos, go there and challenge yourself by using different techniques or different methods. So in my book, that was a successful walk. Stay tuned for the next one. See ya.